mine altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon. You see? So you're not supposed to be praying naked. Go ahead, chapter 21.
Chapter 21. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing.
So what they call this is indigenous servants, you know what I mean? But this is the law where it all comes from. 6 years, if he's a Hebrew servant, he can serve us. In the 7th year, he can go out free for nothing. Go ahead.
If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him.
So if he came in by himself, he didn't have no woman, then he go out by himself. But if you have a woman, if he married, then his wife and him go out together. Go ahead.
If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself.
Wow. If he say, here go you a woman, dang. He have children, a family, everything. But he came in by himself. But the master gave him a woman. Wow. The woman and the children stay. He go out by himself. Dang. That's deep, right? Go ahead.
Verse 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free.
He said, I will not go out free because I love my master and my children and the life that he's living, serving. Because really it's just, you're looking at serving to working, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Working, making a living. Go ahead.
Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door.
Hold up. This talking about we as Israelites now. They ain't talking about Esau or none of these other nations having us in captivity. It's talking about we had indigenous servants, those that work for us. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
Go ahead.
He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through within all, and he shall serve him forever.
So until you know that you're going to put a hole in the ear with it all, boom. You say you shall serve him forever. Go ahead.
And if a man sell his daughter to be a maidservant, she shall not go out as the men servants do.
So if a man sell his daughter to be a maidservant, go out there and clean up people's houses or whatever, she shall not go out as the men servants do. Read.
If she please not her master, who hath betrothed her to himself, then shall he let her be redeemed. To sell her unto a strange nation he shall have no power, seeing he have dealt deceitfully with her.
So if he have sex with her and he want to let her go, she able to be redeemed. You're able to get her back from him. Say, to sell her to a strange nation, he shall have no power to sell her to the Edomites or the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Hamites, the Edomites. You can't. He said he have no power to do that. See, he have dealt deceitfully with her. He done laid down with her and stuff. Now you gonna get rid of her and sell her to another nation? No, agree.
And if he have betrothed her unto his son, he shall deal with her after the manner of daughters.
Right. So now you got to deal with that dowry. If he betrothed her to one of his sons, then you got to deal with her as the matter of daughters. This maidservant, you got to deal with her as the matter of daughters. She's an Israelite woman, read.
If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
So if he take him another wife, how you going to take another wife if you only can have one wife?
Come on.
What do you mean another wife? What are you talking about? You only can have one wife. How can you take another wife? Huh? Wait a minute now. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. If he take him another wife, you can't diminish your first wife's food or her clothes that she usually getting. or her duty of marriage, you know, consummating the marriage,
Come on.
nourishing the marriage,
Come,
right?
come,
Y'all with me?
come.
So you're not diminished. You can't get another woman then neglect the one that you have
Come.
for another woman. That's what he said. You can't take away from her because you get another woman. See what I'm saying? You gotta still be dealing with what you've been dealing with. Go ahead. That's what that's talking about.
Verse 11. And if he do not these three unto her,
Uh-huh.
then shall she go out free without money.
Right. So, because, you know, he's pretty much taking care of her. And, because she would be a maidservant. You see what I'm saying? So, here you're looking at it. I mean, well, this like a lot of women think that a man's supposed to take care of them. So how do they become virtuous? How are they virtuous? You go to virtuous when this woman is hustling. She's like the merchant ships, it says. So what is she bringing to the table? You understand? For virtuous, for being virtuous. If a man, if you get a woman, and they the king and the queen, and the, I'm just trying to figure out where the virtuous come in. If you're looking at it in that aspect, you working together, man. I mean, come on, we have to deal with that because it's like that's the mindset of women. A lot of women, you got to take care of me completely,
Right.
and they don't have to do nothing.
Right.
That's why go Proverbs 31:10.
The
But
book,
see, that's like that's what they might go here and think that scripture's talking about them, but that's if a man get another wife, you ain't supposed to be neglecting your woman that you have for somebody else. Read.
the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 10.
Let's see if you a virtuous woman and all you gotta do is sit at home and the man gonna go out there and work and take care of you. Let's find out what's happening with a virtuous woman. Read.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
That's answering the question. Who can really find a virtuous woman? Read.
For her price is far above
Her
rubies.
price is far above rubies. Because they are virtuous women. Oh, yes. Read.
The heart of her husband, thou safely trust in
Yeah,
her.
the mind of her husband trust in her. Believe in her that she ain't going to backstab him. She ain't going to be out there going with another man, dealing with other man, right? Read.
So that he shall have no need of spoil.
No need of spoil. Listen. You know what spoil is that you go out there and you kill the enemy and you get whatever they have, right? To what? To bring it back home, right? He ain't gonna have no need of spoil, right?
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
So she gonna do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Who is this? Virtuous woman, right?
She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands.
So what is she doing here? She's sewing. She taking care of the clothes that you need to wear, right? Go ahead.
She is like the merchant's ships.
Oh man, there it is right there. She like the merchant ships, read.
She bringeth her food from afar.
No, the man bringeth the food from afar.
She bringeth her food from afar.
She bringeth her food from afar. That means she might have to go to the store somewhere, well, who knows, 25 miles away to a special store, wherever she had to go at that time, read.
She riseth also while it is yet night.
So it's nighttime. She up early. She getting up early while it's still night, read.
And giveth meat to her household.
And she rises up, getting that food together. Right? Getting that food together, read.
And a portion to her
And a
maidens.
portion to her maidens. Come on.
She considereth a
She
field
considers a field. She looking at this field, read.
and buyeth it.
And buyeth it, read.
With the fruits of her hands.
No, fruit of his hands.
With the fruit of her
The
hands.
fruit of her hands, read.
She planteth a vineyard.
She planted a vineyard. Growing these grapes, read.
She girdeth her loins with
She's
strength.
strong. Gird of her loins with strength. Come on.
And strengtheneth her arms.
I'm going to be stronger. She out there digging, planting vineyards and planting crops and so forth, read.
She perceiveth that her merchandise is good.
She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Read.
Her candle goeth not out by night.
Yeah, she's working. She's looking at how she gonna prosper the family. Read.
She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff.
That's right, man. She's sewing. She making things. She busy with her merchandise. Read.
She stretcheth out her hand to the poor.
So she's helping the poor. Read.
Yeah. She reacheth forth her hands to the needy.
Reaches forth her hand to the needy. You know, helping the poor and the needy. Read.
She is not afraid of the snow for her household.
So, I mean, if she inside all the time, it's snowing outside, the man got to go out there and do everything. What she got to be afraid of snow anyway? Because she could be inside chilling. Right? Why she going to be afraid of snow anyway? Read. But says she's not afraid of the snow for her household. You know, look at these women. They got to go out there in the snow, man, and take care of their family. They done did this. You know what I mean? Went out there in the snow deep as ever. Didn't stop them. Still had to go out there and take care of their family. You see what I'm saying? Virtuous, read.
For all her household are clothed with scarlet.
See? All her household clothed with scarlet. Why? Because, verse 19.
She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff.
That's right. She's sewing. That's why all her household is clothed with scarlet. Read.
She maketh herself coverings of tapestry.
She make herself coverings of tapestry. Read.
Her clothing is silk and purple.
Her clothing is silk and purple. Come on.
Her husband is known in the gates.
Yeah. The elders know the husband. Read.
When he sitteth among the elders of the land.
When he sit among the elders of the land, say, wow, man. He's known among the elders. Read.
She maketh fine linen and selleth it.
Wait a minute, no. That's a hustle right there. Right? She making fine linen and selleth it. That's her own business. That's why, what it say? Verse 14.
She is like the merchant's ships. She
See?
bringeth her food from afar.
She like the merchant ship. So it's telling you here, verse 24.
She maketh fine linen and selleth it.
So she's making things and selling it, right?
And delivereth girdles unto the merchant.
Deliver girl, that's business. That's marketing. That's big business right there, right? Now how she gonna bring it to the merchants if she's not doing anything? How she gonna sell something that she don't have, that she haven't made? She making fine linen and selleth it, you see? And deliver girdles unto the merchants, right?
Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come.
That's right, man. Strength and honor are her clothing. That's what she covered with, strength and honor. And she gonna rejoice in time to come. Just gotta be patient. She gonna rejoice in time to come, read.
She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness.
See? She opened up her mouth with wisdom. You see? And in her tongue, the way she speak is the law of kindness. You see what I'm saying? Very kind. And not hardcore and trying to be, you know, mean and evil spirit, or, you know, that type of spirit, right?
She looketh well to the ways of her household.
She looking around her household. She the general of the house, really. She looking well to the ways of her household, right?
And eateth not the bread of the idleness.
Yeah, she ain't eating no bread of idleness. So I gotta have something going on. You know, something got to be done, right?
Her children arise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praiseth her.
That's right, man. Her children rises up and call her blessed. And her husband also, and he praises her. It's a virtuous woman, read.
Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Most High, she shall be praised.
That's right, man. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. Worthless. You're looking for someone because they look good. That's all vanity. But a woman that fears the Most High, how you gonna fear the Most High? You don't know Him well enough. That's why you got to come out of the mindset of these religions of how they have taught our people that the Most High is all love. He is love. But we just read about how He said He gonna melt you. And Mashiach Shai told us in Luke 12:4, tell you should fear, be afraid of Him that after He have killed, can cast you into the lake of fire, cast you into the fire, man, into hell. Read.
Verse 31. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates.
That's right. Give her of the fruit of her hands. It would say His hands, and she operating from what He's doing. He's done. It said the fruit of who?
Her hands.
Of her hands. Read.
And let her own works praise her in the gates.
Let her own works or His works.
Let her own works.
Let her own works. Where?
Praise her in the gates.
Yeah, praise her among the elders because of what she's doing and how she is, And that's, what you got to look at in looking for a virtuous woman. And virtuous women have to look at this, if they claim to be virtuous, of operating as such. Like we as men, we gotta operate a certain way also. We have certain things that we have to do as guidelines. Most of the time, He always telling us off, right? We don't do right, He just kill us. I mean, still, He won't do right, He just kill us, man. Women, they were spoils to the other nations. While we have such a hard time now because they've been from nation to nation to nation to nation to nation, where they were spoils. They were like, you lose, and they even took King David's wives. You see what I'm saying? So that's why all of us have a certain position in this to be able to bring our nation back together. Let's go back to Exodus 21.
The book of Exodus chapter 21 verse 12. He that smiteth a man so that he die shall be surely put to death.
So it says you hit a man unjustly and he die, so he shall surely be put to death. Read.
And if a man lie not in wait, but the Most High deliver him into his hand, then I will appoint thee a place whither he shall flee.
Right, so if a man lie in wait, but the Most High deliver him into his hand, then He say gonna appoint a place where he can flee for safety. Read.
But if a man come presumptuously upon his neighbor to slay him with guile, thou shalt take him from mine altar that he may die.
That's right, man. Go ahead.
And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death.
So you can't hit your mother or your father, so you shall be surely put to death. Understand this. Some people think, okay, well, we ain't under the law. They do these things, but it's what it say, they shall surely be put to death. Not realizing that death could mean you be thrown in the lake of fire. Like, well, we got to choose what? Life or death. Read. And your name not written in the book of life, then you're not going to be able to make it. Read.
Verse 17. And he that curseth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death.
And he that curses his father or mother shall surely be put to... You skip verse 16.
Slakia. Verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
That's right, man. So we were stolen. We were sold on auction blocks right here in the Americas. Or if he be found in his hand, we still in his hand right now. He shall surely be put to death. That's the judgment from the Most High. Read.
Verse 17. And he that curseth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death.
So if you curse your mother or your father, you're going to be put to death. Go ahead.
And if men strive together and one smite another with a stone or with his fist, and he die not, but keepeth his bed, if he rise again and walk abroad upon his staff, then shall he that smote him be quit. Only he shall pay for the loss of his time, and shall cause him to be thoroughly healed.
Read verse 18 again.
Verse 18. And if men strive together, and one smite another with a stone or with his fist, and he die not, but keepeth his bed.
Yeah, it's talking about you hit a man and he don't die, but he's bedridden. Go ahead.
If he rise again and walk abroad upon his staff,
Even though he have a cane or, he's able to walk again. Read.
then shall he that smote him be quit.
Then he shall be quit. Read.
Only he shall pay for the loss of his time, and shall cause him to be thoroughly healed.
Right. So he's going to pay for the loss of his time of being out of work, being, disenfranchised from the things that he's done, like they do, man. It's pain and suffering. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. Until he be healed. Read.
And if a man smite his servant or his maid with a rod, and he die under his hand, he shall be surely punished.
That's right. You smite a servant or a maid with a rod and he die under his hand, he shall surely be punished. Read.
Notwithstanding, if he continue a day or two, he shall not be punished, for he is his money.
Wow. He said if he don't die when he hit him, he say, hey, he shall not be punished, for he is his money working to bring forth his money. Read.
If men strive and hurt a woman with child, so that her fruit depart from her, and yet no mischief follow, he shall be surely punished, according as the woman's husband will lay upon him, and he shall pay as the judges determine.
That's right, man. If a man strive and hurt a woman with child, she pregnant, so that her fruit depart from her, or she have a miscarriage, and yet no mischief follow, he shall be surely punished, according as a woman's husband will lay upon him. Can you imagine? Man, your woman pregnant of some other man and did something to harm her and the baby, and he shall pay as the judges determine. Go ahead.
And if any mischief follow, then thou shalt give life for life.
Yeah, if anything follow, life for life. You be put to death because you have caused this lady to lose her baby. That's cold, ain't it? It's really cold. Go ahead.
Eye for eye, tooth for tooth.
You don't want to hear that. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Read.
Hand for hand.
Hand for hand. Read.
Foot for foot.
Foot for foot. Go ahead.
Burning for burning. Wound for wound. Stripe for stripe.
That's right. Judgment. Go ahead.
And if a man smite the eye of his servant or the eye of his maid, that it perish, he shall let him go free for his eye's sake.
Yeah. If a man smite the eye of his servant or the eye of his maid, the woman, that it perish, you hit him in the eye and he can't see no more, he shall let him go free for his eye's sake. You got one eye. She got one eye. Supposed to let her go free. Read.
And if he smite out his manservant's tooth or his maidservant's tooth, he shall let him go free for his tooth's sake.
Hit him in the mouth and knock the tooth out. Dang. Gotta go free for the tooth's sake. Read. Yeah, they walking around snagging too. Go ahead.
If an ox gore a man or a woman, that they die, then the ox shall be surely stoned, and his flesh shall not be eaten. But the owner of the ox shall be quit.
Hey, if the ox, run into a man and kill him, or a woman and kill him, see, the ox shall surely be stoned to death, and his flesh shall not be eaten. Can't even eat that ox if he did that. Read.
But if the ox were wont to push with his horn in time past,
Yeah, this ox already was doing this, pushing, up against a man, trying to act like he's trying to kill him. Read.
and it hath been testified to his owner,
And they told the owner, look, man, your ox out there trying to kill somebody, man. You better put that sucker in order, Reed.
and he hath not kept him in,
You ain't keep him in, Reed.
but that he have killed a man or a woman, the ox shall be stoned, and his owner also shall be put to death.
Put them both to death, the ox and the owner of the ox. Go ahead.
If there be laid on him a sum of money, then he shall give for the ransom of his life whatsoever is laid upon
If
him.
he say, hey, man, I got money, man, I'll pay for my life. He said, whatever they say, he got to give it up. See what I'm saying? For his life, Reed.
Whether he have gored a son or have gored a daughter, according to this judgment shall it be done unto him.
Right. Go ahead. Keep your wild animal in check, man. You know this sucker's gonna kill somebody eventually, you know what I mean? That's like you have a pit bull. That sucker
Right.
always, you know what I mean, always barking and trying to eat people up. And you don't keep him in. When you eat somebody up, man, shoot, you gotta pay that price. You know the dang on dog is crazy. You know what I mean? You know the dog crazy. It's somebody that told you, look, watch that dog, man. Nobody wanna be bothered with that dog.
Put him down.
You know what I mean? Then that sucker eat somebody up, man. They gonna be sitting up there talking about, oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nah. Don't work like that.
Oh.
The ox shall, it say ox shall push manservant or a maidservant. He shall give unto their master. Go ahead, you ain't read that yet. Go ahead, read that.
Verse 32.
Right.
If the ox shall push a manservant or a maidservant, he shall give unto their master 30 shekels of silver, and the ox shall be stoned.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ain't those 30 shekels of silver coming to nobody. It'll attack somebody. And here you say, I'm sorry. And the ox shall be stoned. That's why even Esau, what he do? He come get that dog, what he do?
Put him to death.
Put him to death, man. Esau ain't got no problem. See that dog, rah, 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 pow, just kill that sucker right there in front of you. You ain't gonna bite nobody no more. Pow! You even bark at nobody no more. Go ahead.
Verse 33. And if a man shall open a pit, or if a man shall dig a pit, and not cover it, and an ox or an ass fall therein, the owner of the pit shall make it good, and give money unto the owner of them, and the dead beast shall be his.
So if he had a pit, like, a big hole or something that he had, and the ox fall into it, he got to make it good to the owner of the ox. But the ox gonna be his. He's like he buying it. You gotta buy it, man. You killed my ox, so therefore you gotta buy it. Give money unto the owner of them. And the dead beast shall be his. Go ahead.
And if one man's ox hurt another's, that he die, then they shall sell the live ox, and divide the money of it. And the dead ox also they shall divide.
Yeah, you gotta cut them up and divide them. They're gonna, sell the one that's alive and split the money. And then they divide the ox that was killed between each other. Go ahead.
Or if it be known that the ox have used to push in time past, and his owner have not kept him in, he shall surely pay ox for ox, and the dead shall be his own.
Yeah. So he said, hey, if this ox been known to be pushing all the time, aggressive, that's what it means, pushing. This ox always been aggressive, and you told him about this ox doing this, and he don't do nothing about it, says, and his owner have not kept him in, he ain't keep him away from other oxen or anybody else, man or woman or, beast, that he can't push up against them. He said he shall surely pay ox for ox. He gonna have to pay for that ox, killing that ox, and the dead shall be his own. Go ahead.
Chapter 22. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep.
Hear that? So if he steal an ox or a sheep and he kill it and sell it for money, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox. He stole 1, but he gotta give back 5, and 4 sheep for 1 sheep. Go ahead.
If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him.
Yeah. Go ahead.
If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him. For he shall make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft.
That's right, man. If the sun rise upon him, he wake up that next day, there shall be blood shed for him. For he should make full restitution. Full restitution. If he have nothing, then he gonna be sold as a slave for his theft. Stealing. Go ahead.
If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double.
If he steal an ox or ass or a sheep, he got to give 2 back. If you get caught, that's what it's saying. You get caught, you got to give 2 back. Go ahead.
If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution.
Right, man. If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, got his beast out there eating your crops up, your food up, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard shall he make restitution. You got to give it back to him. Go ahead.
If fire break out and catching thorns, so that the stacks of corn, or the standing corn, or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindleth the fire shall surely make restitution.
That's right, man. You cause a fire where it catch, the stacks of corn, or the standing corn, or the field, be consumed therewith. And you kindle this fire, burning up the crops and so forth, so you're going to make restitution. You got to pay back whatever it is that you have destroyed, read.
If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double.
Right. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep this for me. You know what I mean? Hold this for me. And somebody steal it from him out of his house, if the thief be found, he got to pay double whatever it was. Go ahead.
If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he have put his hand into his neighbor's good.
Yeah. If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he have put his hand into his neighbor's goods, whether he done trying to take it himself and blame it on a thief. There ain't no Yahweh, that's a thief. Ain't no damn Yahweh. That's you a damn thief.
Finessing.
You know what I mean? Trying to get over on him.
Come.
You know what I mean? You done told him to hold it, then he say, hey man, somebody stole it from me, man. I'm sorry, man, somebody broke it and stole it from me. Go ahead. But he said he got to restore his neighbor's good because he lied. Go ahead.
Verse 9. For all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for ass, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another challengeth to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges. And whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor.
That's right. He's going to come before the judges. Whatever the loss is, you got to pay double. That will keep you from stealing somebody's ox or ass or sheep or clothing. Raiment is clothing, you know what I mean? Or any matter of loss. You got to restore it double. Go ahead.
If a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass, or an ox, or a sheep, or any beast to keep, and it die, or be hurt, or driven away, no man seeing it, then shall an oath of the Most High be between them both, that he have not put his hand unto his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good.
Right. So if a man deliver his neighbor ass, ox, or sheep, or beast to keep it for him, and he die, or be hurt, or driven away, no man seeing what happened. If somebody actually driven him away, or it just happened by chance that they did this on their own, say then shall an oath of the Most High be between them both. You know, go to put it in the hands of the Most High. Then shall an oath of the Most High be between them both, that he have not put his hand upon his neighbor's goods, going to the throne of the Most High. Remember, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You know, at this time, the Most High coming down with fire, consuming the sacrifices and so forth, man. You know what I mean? So the fear of the Most High is here. Look at so you know. Go back to Exodus 20 and read verse 18, so you understand the Most High, and not necessarily the essence of the Most High here, but as far as his bodily form and so forth, but his power is here. Look, read this.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 18.
So we know that the angel of the Most High was talking to Moses, dealing with Moses in Exodus the 3rd chapter, 2nd verse. But just the power, read.
And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings, and the noise of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off.
Yeah, they removed and stood afar off. And what happened?
And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not the Most High, Yahushua, speak with us, lest we die.
See, so they scared. They were scared of the Most High. Scared of the power of his essence, what he bring to the table, man. Go back to Exodus, where we're at.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 12. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof.
Right. So if it's stolen from him, you got to make restitution to the owner. You got to pay back what it is that your neighbor has lost, read. Of Israel, read.
And if it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn.
Right. So if another animal tear it in pieces, then you got to bring that torn piece of animal to him for a witness to say this is what happened. Read.
And if a man borrow aught of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he shall surely make it good.
Right. You got to make it good. Restore it, read.
But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be a hired thing, it came for his hire.
Right, go ahead.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
So if a man entice a maid, a young woman that is not betrothed, not engaged to another man, and lie with her, have sex with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. She gonna be his wife, read.
If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins.
So if the father say, you can't have my daughter, then he gotta pay money according to the dowry of virgins. You see? No, go back to Genesis 34. And this is when this Hamite, Shem, defiled our sister Dinah. And he said this, verse 12, 34 and 12.
The book of Genesis, chapter 34, verse 12. Ask me never so much dowry and gift, and I will give according as ye shall say unto me.
See? He wanted us. So he's asked, they knew that there had to be a dowry, money's given for her. But we ain't want no money. They ain't want no money. They wanted their life for the following our only sister, Dinah. That's what, who did it? Y'all know who did it?
Instruments included. What's their name? Oh.
You know who did it? What tribe, what leaders of the tribe did it?
Simeon Levi?
Yep.
Yeah.
God.
We know them.
Ain't they over there together now?
Come.
So don't let them come together. Hey, they dangerous. Yep, Simeon and Levi. Con. Let's get another one. Deuteronomy 32 and 29.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 29. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end.
29. Select.
Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 29.
This is right though. Oh, that they would consider this. It's a good scripture. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. What the Most High gonna do to them? Good scripture, Most High. Well, go ahead and read that.
In the spirit.
In the spirit, right?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 29.
God.
Then the man that lay with her shall give unto...
Read verse 28.
Verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found.
So, generally, a man would get together with a virgin, a woman that has not had sex, or of marital age. There's also a virgin, you know what I mean? Of marital age. Go ahead.
Verse 29. Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
That's the dowry, the 50 shekels of silver. Read.
And she shall be his wife.
And she shall be his wife. Come read.
Because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all his days.
Right. He say he humbled her. He broke her virginity, her hymen, and now that's his wife. He may not put her away all his days. But women just feel like they can just go and do whatever they want to do. But you see, it didn't say nothing about she don't like him no more, she can just leave him alone, right? Telling the man not supposed to put her away. The Most High hates separation. He hates divorce. But this world, since everybody been Edomanized to think that this world is okay the way it's set up, you can do whatever you want to do. I don't like you no more, so I'm going over here with this person. I don't like you no more, I'm going over this person.
Right.
That's why you got all these damn diseases and all this madness that's going on in the world that they can't cure. Because it's too many people jumping around with each other. Whoremongers and so forth. Ain't no whoremongers going to be going into the kingdom. Go back to Exodus.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Read that again.
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Right, so you ain't supposed to suffer no witch to live. That's why they was burning them up. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Come. Put him to death, he's saying. They got all kind of psychics and all kind of, right? They got all kind of palm readers, right?
Astrology. Right.
Got what?
Astrology.
Astrologers, yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death.
Yeah, whosoever lied with a beast shall surely be put to death. Millie, you know that people are doing this. People was doing that there. They doing this. They lying with beasts, man. You know, it's just like real weird, man. You look at a lot of these women run out here with these dogs, walking these dogs and
Big old dog.
big old dog, yeah.
Yeah, little woman.
Yup, like what's going on here? What's happening here? I see the little dog. The dog was like, "Please take me home. Get me out of here." Woman was, she had all this makeup caked on her face, man. She, trying to be a Hollywood movie star, man. That dog looked like it didn't look right, man.
Come on.
That dog couldn't put his tongue in his mouth. It was just hanging out all the time, and it was an air conditioner. It's cold in there with all the equipment and stuff, man.
Come on.
And that dog's tongue just hanging out his mouth, man, continually. Looking like crazy, man. I'm like, oh, man, that's why most I say you got to put them both to death. Go ahead.
He that sacrificeth unto any god, idol,
Read it, call the scripture.
the book of Exodus chapter 22 verse 20.
Come on.
He that sacrificeth unto any god, idol, save unto the Most High only, he shall be utterly destroyed.
Right, man, that's the main thing you got to understand. People always trying to nitpick about this, that, and the third, but we only serve the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, period. We bow down to him. And John 4:24 says, he is a spirit. And they that worship must worship him in spirit and in truth, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing that you can put before any of us shouldn't be that you got to go to this certain object or image or idol, whatever, and bow down and pray to the Most High. No, man. That's something that you know that the Most High is a spirit. Like you said, he told us in 2nd Esdras about where we supposed to be at in the first chapter. And how the apostles, how the prophets were too. Read verse 37 again.
The book of 2nd Esdras chapter 1 verse 37. I take to witness the grace of the people to come.
That's us. We the ones that have grace, the Israelites. Read.
Whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And though they have not seen me with bodily eyes,
We have not seen the Most High or Mashiach Yahushua with bodily eyes, read.
yet in spirit,
How?
yet in spirit,
Yet in spirit, read.
they believe the thing that I say.
Right. Yet in spirit. We got to believe the things that the Most High say. That's the only thing was promised us was the spirit of the Most High, was the Holy Spirit. It's just going to testify of a Mashiach Yahushua. Period. That testify of the Most High. That order. Read. Let's go back to Exodus.
The book of Exodus chapter 22 verse 21.
I want one more. Get 1 Peter, the first chapter. So smash a lot of the mindset of people that don't realize Mashiach Yahushua comes where?
The volume of the
The
book.
volume of the book. So let's read. Start at 1 Peter 1 and 7.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 7. That the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth,
That's right, man. The trial of your faith, believing in the Most High, being much more precious than gold that perishes. Read.
though it be tried with fire,
Though it be tried with fire, man. Though it be tried with the word of the Most High. Though it be tried with afflictions that you go through, read.
might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Hamashiach
That's right, man. Though
Yahushua.
you go through whatever you go through, you might be found with praise and honor at the appearing and glory at the appearing of a Mashiach Yahushua when he come back to this earth to set righteousness on this earth. Read.
Whom having not seen,
Have not seen. We ain't seen him. That we just read. Read.
ye love,
Ye love. We love him. Read.
in whom though now ye see him not,
Though we don't see him not. It's only through, like I said, they believe the thing that he say. that he's telling us in these words of this Bible, read.
In whom though now ye see him not, yet believing, ye rejoice with joy, unspeakable and full of glory.
That's right, man. Unspeakable and full of glory, man. Read. Rejoicing, read.
Receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your soul.
Yeah, receiving the end of our faith and believing in the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, the salvation of our souls, power, and authority on this earth, read.
Of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently.
Listen at this very carefully. The prophets, that's of the Old Testament, inquired and searched diligently. Read.
Who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you.
Yes, prophesied of the grace that should come unto us. Everybody always talking about we're in the grace and mercy. The grace that's going to come unto us, getting something that we don't deserve, going to come to us, read.
Searching what or what manner of time the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua, which was in them.
Hold up. Which was in who? Verse 10.
Of which salvation the prophets.
Okay, the prophet, the salvation of the prophets, seeking out diligently. Where it say, what was in the prophets in verse 11?
Of time the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua, which was in them, did signify.
The spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua was in who? The prophets. You see? So how you gonna deny him just coming in the flesh for the first time when it tell you here clearly, Peter the head apostle tell you the spirit of Hamashiach was in the prophets. You see? Go ahead.
When it testified beforehand the sufferings of Hamashiach Yahushua.
No. Read verse 11 again.
Verse 11. Searching what or what manner of time the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua, which was in them, did signify.
See? The spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua, remember, no man ever seen the Most High. So the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua, he was the one that led, he was in the beginning with Adam. You see what I'm saying? And the people that was created at that time, before the world was, he created everything by the power of the Most High. Under whom it was, go ahead, searching.
Searching what or what manner of time the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua, which was in them, did signify, when it testified beforehand the sufferings of Hamashiach Yahushua, and the glory that should follow.
That's right, man. That's it right there. You see? So, the prophets were rolling in the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua. Clear. So, I mean, how is somebody not going to be dealing with him when it say that that's what they believe? I'm talking about just those that just believe in the Torah. They were rolling in the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua, who is the spirit of the Most High. What he see the Most High do, that's what he does. What he hear the Most High say, that's what he says. He's the word of the Most High. I mean,
you can't get around it.
You can go deeper, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I just wanted to share that because this is for us. Let's go back to where it was at in Exodus.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 20.